So in this video, I want to show you guys how to use WYN360 CLI to push and deploy the app that you build locally up to Hugging Face. Everything is kosher, everything is up to date. And with that being said, let's share screen and let me walk you guys through the procedure. So in the beginning and in previous part, we said that you can use the WYN360 CLI to build packages for you, to build chatbots for you, right? So the way to understand that is you can think about something like this. In a terminal window, you can launch WYN360, and then you can simply say, I want to build a chatbot that echoes what a user says using Streamlit application, something like that. It will then go on and build the app for you. For example, write a Python script, write the requirements.txt file. So for example, here we said that the files created are app.py and requirements.txt. So app.py is here, and it's a Python code with Streamlit application, and the requirements.txt file is here. So at the moment, you have the artifact. You can, of course, run it locally, but then you still cannot share the app with the public. You still cannot share the app with other people, right? You cannot get the audience on your app. So what would be the minimum viable plan for you to implement that? Well, you can copy paste the code from your computer to Hugging Face. Certainly, that's one possible option. You just copy paste, right? What if you can talk to a chatbot and chatbot can do that for you? Wouldn't that be nice? So that's exactly what's happening here, right? Here I said, great. Now push to Hugging Face. Here's a username. Here's the new space name that I want to call it, right? Whatever name that it is. It's called Echo Bot Test or something like that. It will then execute the command line interface. So now we're talking about an agent in the terminal that is a CLI, that's a command line interface, that's running another command line interface to push the code for you, right? It sounds very abstract, right? So we're talking about an agent that asks another agent to do things for you. So that's really what's happening here. Now, of course, this is, with user permission, right? It asks me, hey, we are about to do this. This is the command we're going to execute. Do we have your permission? And then I say yes, press Y, I hit enter. It will say confirm executing command. So at this moment, it will run this command using Hugging Face CLI, and then it will create a repository with the name, with the user ID, things like that. And then in this case, it already know that it's a Streamlit application, so you gotta use the Space SDK for Streamlit on Hugging Face. It's not just any repository, right? It's a particular type of repository that requires you to use Streamlit SDK, which then it actually writes the file for us. Here it wrote this readme .markdown, and this markdown is particularly used for Hugging Face so that we can then successfully push the code to the Hugging Face repository. So that's a long answer to what's happening here down this line of code. And then after that, it says, great, your icabot is now live on Hugging Face Spaces. Just like that, you've deployed your app, right? Just like that, you've deployed your app. That's the whole purpose of this video, which is to put this tool at the tip of your finger. I just want things to work. I just want things to make it easy for you guys. And look, what did we do, right? You didn't actually have to do a whole lot. All you gotta do is say, now push to Hugging Face. This is my username. This is my space name. And boom, you are done. It should just be as easy as that. And that's what I want this to be, right? I want you guys to experience this. I want you guys to have the feeling, have the power to do this pretty much in like half a second. So that's the purpose of this video. Tool is here, tool is online. The end result is you have a live URL. So you click on this URL, it will take you to this Echo bot on Streamlit. It's under my username, right? Because I log in Streamlit with excuse me, I log in Hugging Face with, my own user ID, right? With my own password, things like that. And then here, it's the EchoBot test. That is the name that I just gave in the terminal command. So here, let me show you. I set the new space. It's EchoBot test, right? And then username is Eagle0504, and that's just my username. And boom, there you go. That's there. So we can say, hi, it will repeat what I said. I can say XYZ, it will repeat what I said. So there you go. Hopefully this episode helps you out. Hopefully this video give you a little bit more tools to help you push code to Hugging Face, build your own app. Now you can share this URL with other people, right? You can say, hey, I built this app. Uh, please test it out. Be the beta user. Let me know the user feedback. Let me know the user experience. Now you have a full picture of what's going on. So um, hopefully this is helpful, and I'm excited to see what kind of app that you guys all built. And yeah, just have some fun with it. Best of luck, and of course, you can always reach out with questions.